Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
All right. It's best to just tell y'all flat out what happened. I ran late from wound care this morning. I flew out to Edinburgh to get my daughter, had plans of starting on a new station out in the Pacific Northwest. That got blown to smithereens. Um, and on the way home, I was just very, very, very tired. And I know my daughter notices my driving. I need to apologize to her, but it got so tiring, it got so tiring. I swore I had fallen asleep.
Why do you think I told you in the group chat, man? If you're feeling gas, we ain't got to be here right now.
We're not going to be here long. I know I had plans to bring Al High on this morning and had a great chat with Ivan Dawkins, but I'm signing off at the.
Relax, brohan. Relax. We got this, all right? I know. A
Yeah,
lot of stuff go on, but you can't help life sometimes, brother.
yeah,
You've told me to back down a time or two. Now I'm saying it to you.
yeah. So I think we're going to give you some good stuff. And then at the top of the hour, I think I'm just going to sign off because I got some recordings to start at 2 p.m. and I didn't sleep well last night. And yeah, we're just going to handle it that way. All right. I come into the studio and I see this. I will read said caption. Quote, if you're under 30 and think Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, you need some coaching. If you're over 30 and think Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, you're just plain stupid. If you're any age, says Cole Johnson, and believe Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, you got some sense. Which means Cole Johnson invaded the old domain again and gave us that gem.
Now here's my thing about it. Look at the teams that LeBron has had to play against in his career.
Mm-hmm.
How physical are those teams compared to the teams MJ had to play against in the 80s and 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Best example, Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas, and the Pistons. But we can't rule out the Suns. We can't rule out the Knicks back when Ewing and Stark and those guys were running rampant in the East.
Charles Oakley.
Let's not forget the rivalry with Indiana. Of course, my
Mm-hmm.
beloved Celtics.
Yep.
And then, of course,
y'all
the
kicked our
Lakers.
ass.
Yeah. And, of course, the Lakers. And we can't say much else. Let's not forget Seattle.
Well,
Gary
Seattle
Payton,
gave us fits.
Gary Payton, Sean Kemp.
Mm-hmm.
What team has LeBron been able to say, physically speaking, he's cooked? None of them.
None of them. None of them.
Because there's no team that plays really physical basketball anymore.
Mm-mm.
And there's your difference. LeBron is playing a power game in a finesse world, where Michael is the hybrid that played in a power world.
Mm-hmm.
So for anyone to say that LeBron is better than Michael, get your head checked.
I will show you again the gem that Cole sent to me and put in here before we got started. Bam. Look at the way Michael is shaking LeBron's hands like, man, don't touch me.
Yep.
Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, period.
End of story.
There is no argument. There is no debate. There is no nothing. Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, period. I mean, how cool is it to end your career on one of the most fundamental things, a jump shot?
And not just any jump shot, a game
Right.
winner.
A series winner.
It
Lot joins us from Chicago. This era is just punk basketball, pure and simple. Why does all the good stuff happen when I'm in the office? I'm sorry, man. I wish you'd
now,
a time or two and join us.
Now, here's the thing. The only other time I can really equate a game winner being that important to somebody's career for literally to be a walk-off, Derek Jeter. His last at-bat, 9th inning against the Orioles, walk-off single opposite way.
At home.
In Yankee Stadium.
In the house that Jeter built.
And the line that was given to us from the Yes Network, Derek Jeter, where fantasy becomes reality.
Thank you, Michael K.
Where else can we get something like that? It's very rare you see an athlete go out walking out of the sunset with a walk.
Very rare. Very rare.
I mean, to put it with what I know best with NASCAR, we almost had it in 2015 with Jeff Gordon driving into the sunset at Homestead in for a championship. Granted, he came up a few positions short, but you know, he still had the opportunity to play it out. And how did he actually get to Homestead for the championship? By winning at one of his best tracks, Martin.
Yep. Can't deny that.
So the fact of the matter is, being able to be on the best of your game and saying, I know it's time for me to go because it's going to be a downfall.
Montana did it. Tom Brady did it. They left while they still had fuel in their tank.
Exactly.
Hell, Montana's last game was an AFC. No, I take it back. He played until 94. So he had a chance to have a duel with Steve Young, which I love watching.
Yeah, those games were magic. TB12 couldn't even do that. Yeah, he won the championship, but he played another season after. He played another couple seasons after that, and look how bad the team fell off the planet afterwards. Yeah, sure, he went back and Kansas City beat him, but what happened the season after? It's very rare in sports in general for a player to go out at the absolute peak.
Speaking of going out at the absolute peak, I have a present for you.
Oh.
Not only do I have the last shot by Michael Jordan as a Bull. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Dang it, where'd it go? There it is. I have that shot as called by the late and legendary Jim Durham.
15 seconds left. Bulls down one.
Oh, that's Neil Funk's
Michael
call.
against Russell. 12 seconds. 11, 10. Jordan a drive. Hangs. Fires. Yes! He scores! The Bulls lead 87-86.
Nah, still a legend. Neil Funk's a
Yep.
legend. Neil, you've watched WGN. Neil Funk's a legend.
Yeah, he is.
Not even gonna trip. I had a chance to meet him and talk to him before a game. Granted, he was running around like crazy, making sure his family got there. His grandchildren got to the United Center, but I had a chance to walk up to him and shake his hand and Stacey King's hand. So, nah.
Right.
I met the king himself. So, yeah. Whenever I get down in the dumps about things not going right, my wife just casually reminds me, remember, you met the king himself. Yeah, I did. Damn it.
Exactly. And the king.
I met the
is
king
the problem.
himself. We met Stacey King at Ho Chunk. And boy, I got a couple stories for that. I think I'm going to fill the time with that.
Let's do it, man.
Here it is. Okay, this is it. I promise y'all, this is the one with Jim Durham.
Right, it's win or lose, game 6 for the Bulls. 10 seconds. And with it, of course, the championship. Jordan, 20-footer, head of the key, good! Chicago by 1, and the Utah Jazz take time. Michael Jordan from the top of the key to put the Bulls up 87-86. All right, Brian Russell will make the inbounds pass. Kukoc will defend him. Russell comes in to Stockton. Stockton 4 seconds. Stockton a 3 up out front. Trimming, no. Ball tipped away. Chicago is world champions once more. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship in the last 8 years. What a tremendous game 6.
When has LeBron ever had a stretch like that? I'll answer that for you. Nev
Nope.
and Doggone it. Never.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, LeBron James, you a bitch. Period, point blank, end of story.
Yep. Because LeBron can't do it in the clutch.
He never has done it in the clutch.
No, he's never. No, because he's too scared to take that final shot.
Mm-hmm.
Michael either took the shot or knew they were going to double team him and found the one that can take the shot.
Steve Kerr, John Paxson, anyone?
Exactly. Tony Kukoc, anyone?
Kukoc, anyone? Scottie Pippen, anyone?
Exactly. LeBron has never had the pieces around him because, quite frankly, no one wants to play with LeBron.
Mm-mm.
Because, as the old saying goes, yes, LeBron, it is you.
Wait a minute, I wasn't ready. Go.
Yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It will forever be you, forever and ever. And the congregation rose as one and said, Amen.
Speaking of which,
this moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YOKAY. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
there.
Exactly.
And that's that. Now we'll take a full break. When we get back, more LeBron slander on an improvisational edition of Snowman in the Morning. Oh my gosh.
What?
I forgot something. Hold on a minute.
It's that type of Wednesday.
It is, man.
What'd you forget
It
now?
is that time. Well, I forgot I was working on something last night. Fell asleep. Oy, oy, oy. Now I got to improvise. God dinging it. Now I got to improvise.
Man, it's what we do best around here. Come on.
Mm-hmm. The improvisation is real, folks. Trust me.
That's what makes it magic around here.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, dadgummit, I didn't think about why I'd set things up the way that I did. Only that I did. All right. Try again. I'll keep trying till we get this right, dagnabbit. I will keep trying until we get this right. Back in a minute. Well, that didn't work either. I am not having a good day. I'm sorry, folks. I am just not off to a good start today. This has been a day from hell. With everything that's happened. I want to cry. I want to yell. I want to cuss. I want to do anything. I mostly want to cry because of all that's happened so far. All right. I pulled up an old batch. Now I'll say back in a minute.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Play Eric Amarola's Race Day Mix.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
And give those guys a little extra weight. Roger Craig, still on his feet, still running. What a run by Roger Craig. You'll never see a better one than that. From 46 yards. He has that thing of getting those knees high and keeping the shoulders low. And he makes every team look like they're bad tacklers. Watch the way he gets that high knee action, keeps those feet going like two pistons. Then, at the same time that the knees are going high and keeping going, the shoulder can get low to take on a tackler.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey, this promises to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
Are you kidding me? Do you believe it?
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show. This is Snowman in the Morning.
Jerry West is gone at age 86. The logo himself has passed away.
Oh.
The logo himself has passed away. Man, I didn't get a chance to watch you play live, Jerry, but you've had an influence on the NBA like no one I've ever seen, including Michael Jordan. I mean, hell, you're the logo.
Yep.
Rest in power, Jerry West. Rest in power. Let's send Jerry West out the right way, because he didn't have to deal with this sumbitch.
Makes me wonder now what's going to happen with the team if, because we all know Jerry had a long-time relationship with the Lakers. Makes me wonder what's going to happen now.
We'll ask that later. Right now, we need to laugh.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
Victor, if there was ever a time your statement could become reality, this would be it, because we definitely need a do-over. Now, this. I'm 52 years old, and I think, know, and believe that Michael Jordan is, how did my sister put it, 1,000 miles better than LeBron James. Just plain stupid, huh? Have you watched to the Lakers basketball forever? Have you watched basketball? More to the point, have you had the balls to watch Michael Jordan play? What the hell is that? Give me this camera. Why are you still thinking that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan when LeBron James doesn't even have a jump shot? I needed that. I swear to God, who wrote this?
I don't know, but they gotta be smoking something good to write that. I mean, come on here.
Who wrote this? Seriously.
Apparently someone who's had their head up their rear end for the last handful of years, last couple of decades minimum.
His entire career.
Exactly. Thinking LeBron's all this and that and damn everybody else. Well, son, have you watched basketball prior to LeBron, or did you jump on the bandwagon because ESPN shoved LeBron down our throats and up our asses?
For his entire career, I'll repeat.
I'm just saying.
And
LeBron came in when Michael was on the downswing with the Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone figured, oh, LeBron's coming in. He's got to be the next best thing. Y'all ain't seen the best thing if you think he's the next best.
Dear God. If you think he's the best,
y'all ain't even seen Kobe play.
Hell, y'all ain't even seen Tom Chambers play. And to think people praise Paul George for the same reason. Get out of here with that. LeBron James sucks. Period. He has, give me this button. He has sucked and eaten all kinds of since he's been in the league.
I just thought of something else we were talking about a minute ago with players going out on a high note. LeBron will never do what Kobe did on Kobe's last game, dropping 60
points.
I watched that game and I was just sat back and I was like, wow. LeBron ain't ever going to do that.
Because LeBron sucks. LeBron ain't worth it.
LeBron doesn't have the mental IQ to pull off what Kobe did. He doesn't have the mental IQ to pull off what Michael did.
He's never been worth my fandom.
He's never been worth it to begin with.
Say that again for those of us in the cheap seats at the old Capitol Center.
And for those of you in the cheap seats in the Garden and the old barn in Chicago, LeBron James has never been worth the hype to begin with.
All hype, nothing else.
All sizzle, no steak, because yes, LeBron, it is you.
Why is the give me this button. Why is the NBA in the right now? Yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. It will forever be you for ruining the NBA forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Period. Period.
Point blank. That's just the end of story.
And I'll say it again, proudly. The real reason why the NBA is in the right now, this guy. It is you, LeBron. You ruined the NBA and you ruined basketball. You've ruined basketball. They just hype you up because they think you can still do something at your advanced age. You can't. You suck. Give me this camera. You suck, LeBron. You have sucked as a basketball player since your planned entry into the NBA in 2003. And who's to say that David Stern didn't mess with that draft like he did with the one in 1985? Oops. Nobody wants to put that conspiracy theory into practice, do they? I'll say it again. Who's to say that you didn't? Who's to say that David Stern didn't put into practice in 2003 the same thing he put into practice in 1985? Look it up. Look it up. Don't want to say that aloud, do you? You know why you don't want to say that aloud? Because it'll kill every part of your narrative that they're actually worth something, which they're not. Which they're not. Just stop. Stop it, please.
You know what? I'm going to give everyone the best narrative available.
Please do.
Michael Jordan, in his career, had 8 years where he averaged 30 or better points per game. LeBron James has only had 3 of those years, and there hasn't been one of them this decade.
and never will be. Hell, Stephen Curry has more scoring titles than LeBron does. 3-1. Oops. I'll say it again. Stephen Curry has done better than LeBron because Stephen Curry has more scoring titles than LeBron James. Oops.
Oh, by the way, let me put everything else on ice for good. LeBron James has not played a full season of basketball since his last year in Cleveland in 2018.
2018.
He only has played more than 80 games one other time. Michael Jordan played a full season 9 different times.
Mm-hmm.
And that included all 3 of the years that the Bulls won night in the championship, the second three-peat, and his last year in Washington.
82 games at age 40. 82 games at age 40. LeBron's almost at age 40 and can't even get more than 2 seasons of playing 80 games. Fool. Idiot. Come here. Saul.
I'll do you one better.
Please.
Michael had a string of 6 years where he played 80 to 82 games.
Mm-hmm.
86, 87, 88, 89, 90, and 91. He played 78 games in the 92-93 season.
And one of those reasons is because he got kicked out of a triple overtime thriller against Utah, which cost him the next game where they got blown out in Phoenix. That's all. So to those of you thinking he's the best, LeBron's the best, you fool! Hell, Stephen Curry's better than him.
Let's put it this way. Michael's career outside of 4 seasons was 60 or more games. And those reasons where he went down was he came back in 94, 95 and played the final 17.
Yep.
He was injured in Washington in 01 in the 85-86 season where he was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was full season or close to it. And we know Michael battled injuries.
Oh, man.
And
night after night after night.
And he grinded.
So, has LeBron ever changed the game? No. Has LeBron ever influenced the game? No. Has LeBron ever caused anything to shift in the game? No. Stephen Curry has done all 3. For the simplest of statements, he took an anomaly and turned it into a weapon. And by the way, he kicked LeBron's ass 3 times in the finals. Should have been 4, but Adam Silver had to get into the act.
A couple of Hummers later.
3 Hummers later. Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronsexual Confessions.
All right, y'all. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to get a do-over tomorrow, and we are really going to make this work. Jennifer Lewis will join us tomorrow, and the guest that I had scheduled for today will also join us tomorrow. I apologize to everyone, but I need today. I need today to rest.
I get it, brother. Why do you think I was
Especially-
asking you?
Especially
Look,
after
I get
having the literal blank scared out of me 3 separate times on the way home from Edinburgh when I thought I fell asleep behind the wheel.
brother.
So
Just-
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Just sign us out and rest up, all right?
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
The High Octane returns tomorrow, everybody. See you then.